like. And she will be advising me like, oh, Lori, are you getting salaries? Or do the market women come and bring stuff for you? And, you know, stuff in the culture that would be, and I'll be like, no. And she's like, why? Now you're supposed to, you're a first class. So when I would go and talk to my husband, be like, babe, you know, they said that, who told you that? So-and-so's wife, don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. If you listen to them, you'll see what will happen to you. Don't listen to them. Don't listen. If you follow behind them, I will what?
This is madness.
Listen to them. They are jealous of you. They want to be here. They want their candidates to be here. That's what he would. So then I have to stop talking to the people, and it's like, what kind of life is this? So I'm just here in this right now. Well, you guys are going through an isolation. I went through 4 years of isolation. I sit in the palace from morning to night. Wait till they bring NEPA. When they bring NEPA, oh, thank you, God, they brought NEPA because we didn't have a gen. Senator Orilowo, thank you for the generator.
The palace.
For the palace, we didn't have a gen. We had what we called the generator we were using, we called it a baby gen because we could only on that gen at 7 o'clock. And when you on that gen, you have to turn off the freezer, you have to turn off the fridge, you have to turn off anything. You can only turn on the light and the fan. You can't even on AC. That's how I lived for 4 years. But everybody that will come to the palace, they will see me wearing my jalamias that I bought at Balogun Market. They will say, oh, Larry, I trust that you're enjoying. You're enjoying our king.
You're just living in bondage.
And I'm just living in a bondage. I'm living in a cage. We have 2 fence and we have 8 SPU armed police that live with us. 8 SPU armed police that follow us everywhere we go. This king went and told everybody that he caught me red-handed on top of a man. This is why he put us out.
Your husband?
The Olu of the whole land.
That he caught you on a man?
That he said he caught me red-handed. I would tell everybody what happened. You know, okay? It came out that he was sleeping with the maid. Fine. I still turned a blind eye to it. This is 2 weeks before being expedited out of the palace. I confronted him. I was very erratic, emotional. Why you're sleeping with the maid? So everywhere I go, I have to look at her, and you know, it's like, you know what? Yes, when you're sleeping, even he was sleeping with one girl that the mom is selling tatashe outside the palace. You know, like Atarodo, tatashe, tomato outside the palace, and that's who you bring inside my bed. Now, when these girls see me, they're looking at me like I'm their mates.
Oh, I'm disappointed, Your Highness. I'm very disappointed, Your Highness.
Do you understand? And I always forgive. I confronted him about the issue with the maid. He said, so do you want her to die? But that's what she wants for us. Anyone that is sleeping with the king, they want to get the person out of the way. Yep. You understand? So you're putting me in a danger. Spiritual. And spiritual everything. You understand? So he now says, it's allowed, 2 weeks later now, after this confrontation, 2 weeks later, I have a friend that is based in UAE. I haven't seen this friend since 2013. I haven't seen him since 2000. I celebrated my birthday in September. On Instagram, I posted happy birthday to me. And he sent me a message. Happy birthday, what's your WhatsApp? I haven't talked to me yet. I sent him my WhatsApp. Started chatting. He was just chatting me up. Oh, how are you? How is Christmas? You know, I've seen on your pictures you're looking very sad. I was posting videos on Instagram at that. So he's like, try to post more videos. If that will make you happy, make more videos. You know, I always love you. In Canada, you have friends. Your friends will say they love you. You can be my good friend from 15 years, and I can say I love you.
Yes.
You're my
It's
friend.
true. You are right.
You understand? He said, I love you. You're my babe. Just try to make yourself happy. We know it's not easy. Oluo saw the message. She has a boyfriend, and you're sending him videos of your body. And blah, 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 blah. And you're going to meet up with him because it's Christmas time. I got put out of the palace December 15th. So we were just talking about Christmas. Oh, are you coming? He's based in UAE. Are you coming to Lagos for Christmas or Abuja? Lagos or Abuja? Oh, Lagos first. Oh, okay, so we should meet up. He's not the first friend that I have that I've chatted to on WhatsApp that I've introduced to Oluwo. I have another friend based in Turkey that he came to meet us in Lagos. And I had the same conversation with him. Oh, you know, you're my friend. I always love you. Can I come and meet you guys in Lagos? And he came and met us in Lagos. Now this one, she has a boyfriend. And da-da-da-da-da. So when he saw the message, he started beating me.
Oh, beat you?
Beat me up so bad. This was the last beating that I just said, you know what, forget it. Because he was beating me for 4 years. And
Beating you for 4 years, man.
You can see the bruise. You can see the bruise she gave. You can see what type of useless king are they? See, this is the bruise.
I don't want to.
You have to tell us because we have to know, and your rights must be very protected.
You know what?
Your Highness.
Very embarrassing for me because a lot of people look at me. They look at my pictures. Oh, she's so lovely. She's so beautiful. She's so lucky. I met a little girl in Lagos one day with her parents, and the little girl said to me, "When I grow up, I want to be Olori. I want to be queen like you." And I said, no. I said, no, you don't want to be don't aspire to be a man's wife. Go to school. What do you like to do in school? I want to be a teacher. Then be a teacher. A married person that you love. If he becomes king, he becomes king. If it's your destiny, it's your destiny. But don't say you want to marry a king. It's not easy. It's not something I want to, all you girls that you want to be Olori. If you marry a king, you know, there's kings that, I shouldn't even say that. Let me retract my steps. Because being Olori is great when you're married to someone who's mature, someone who's classy, someone who's elegant, someone who doesn't behave like a rapscallion. You understand? You know, there's kings that are very well respected and well dignified, and I'm sure their queens are enjoying. You understand? There's kings. We just watched a popular Lagos monarch take a second wife. Did he now kick his wife and his princesses out?
No.
And say, she tried to kill me, so he can marry somebody else? No, because I'm not Nigerian, because I'm not Yoruba. My mom is not Yoruba. I'm not, so my rights are taken away from me. Will any other king in Yoruba land tell older Iyale?
Let me come in where you said you are not Yoruba. It doesn't matter. A bad man is still a bad man. He is the one that is not good. It's not because you are not Yoruba. You know, he's just not a good person. You know, he use advantage of you, you know, and treat you bad. You know, all your rights. It's not because, even though you are not a Yoruba, if he's a good man, he will teach you everything. He will make you to understand it's me that is talking to you. I'm from a royal family. Look at it. That is why I'm talking about King JAJA of Opobo. He's him that is not a good person. He used advantage of you, knowing that you are from international country, you're an international girl, you know. You doesn't know your left and right in Nigeria. That is what he did. He's him. Not that because you're a Yoruba person. The Yoruba one, they do a lot of ritual. And for you to go into that, if the man is a good man, you will not have problem. He will guide you, he will protect you. But he's all over the whole place. I watch all his documentary. That man is all over the whole place. He's all over. Sometimes I don't like his attitude. All this, their kingdom, they're under Oni of Ifo, Oduduwa kingdom, you know. During Yoruba, like this Yoruba nation they are finding, you know, during Yoruba time, they use all this, let's say Ijebu, they give it to one person to manage. Abeokuta, that is how Yoruba kingdom are. But their own, they are all umbrella of Oni of Ife, Oduduwa kingdom, you know. I've watched all his documentary, the way he talk, you know, it's like Jaguda. Jaguda is still a Jaguda. Like this Turumbu is a complete Jaguda man. But Turumbu Odi is a quiet Jaguda. You know, there is some quiet Jaguda. You know, there is some Jaguda that behave physically. The way he talk, he cannot compete with Oni of Ife, you know. There was one documentary I was watching. I said, where is this man? Where is he going? He cannot compete. He's under Oni of Ife. He's under Oduduwa kingdom. All of them in the whole Yoruba land. I am from a family King Jaja, when I talk about King Jaja of Opobo, I'm from that family, that we have Ofo. Igbos call it Ofo. Owayiwa would dejo Ofo. Olori, Canadarian Olori. You are still Olori because you have had your son there. All the documentary, everything about him, I don't really like it. He's even disgracing royal house.
And older women in Yoruba culture, they will say, "Oh, Lori, just put it to God. You don't leave your house, me."
Car, Rolls Royce, and you dine and wine with, and you dine.
The princes of Iwo should focus on the royal stool of Iwo to meet us in Lagos. And I had the same conversation with him. Oh, a baby gen, because we can only on that gen at 7 o'clock, and when you on that gen, you have to turn off the freezer, you have to turn off the fridge, you have to turn off anything. You can only turn on the lights and the fan. You can't even on AC. That's how I lived for 4 years. But everybody that will come to the palace, they will see me wearing my jalamias that I bought at Balogun markets. They will say, oh, Larry, I trust that you're enjoying. You're enjoying our king. Hey,
You're just living in bondage.
And I'm just living in a bondage. I'm living in a cage. We have 2 fence and we have 8 SPU armed police that live with us. 8 SPU armed police that follow us everywhere we go. This king went and told everybody that he caught me red-handed on top of a man. This is why he put us out.
Your husband?
The Olu of Iwo land.
That he caught you on a man?
Yeah, he said he caught me red-handed. I would tell everybody what happened. Okay? It came out that he was sleeping with the maid. Fine. I still turned a blind eye to it. This is 2 weeks before being expedited out of the palace. I confronted him. I was very erratic, emotional. You're sleeping with the maid. So everywhere I go, I have to look at her. And then, it's like, what? Yes, when you're sleeping, even he was sleeping with one girl that the mom is selling tatashe outside the palace.
Atarodo and tatashi.
Atarodo, tatashe, tomato outside the palace. And that's who you bring inside my bed. Now, when these girls see me, they're looking at me like I'm their mates.
Oh, I'm disappointed, Your Highness. I'm very disappointed, Your Highness.
Do you understand? And I always forgive. I confronted him about the issue with the maid. He said, so do you want her to die? But that's what she wants for us. Anyone that is sleeping with the king, they want to get the person out of the way.
Yeah.
You understand? So you're putting me in a danger.
Spiritual.
And spiritual everything. You understand? So he now says, it's allowed, 2 weeks later now, after this confrontation, 2 weeks later, I have a friend that is based in UAE. I haven't seen this friend since 2013. I haven't seen him since 2000. I celebrated my birthday in September. On Instagram, I posted happy birthday to me. And he sent me a message. Happy birthday. What's your WhatsApp? Blah, blah, blah. I haven't talked to me yet. I sent him my WhatsApp. Started chatting. He was just chatting me up. Oh, how are you? How is Christmas? I've seen on your pictures you're looking very sad. I was posting videos on Instagram. So he's like, try to post more videos. If that will make you happy, make more videos. I always love you. In Canada, you have friends. Your friends will say they love you. You can be my good friend from 15 years, and I can say, I love you.
Yes.
You're my friend.
Yeah.
You understand? He said, I love you. You're my babe. Just try to make yourself happy. We know it's not easy. Oluo saw the message. She has a boyfriend, and you're sending him videos of your body. And blah, 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 blah. And you're going to meet up with him because it's Christmas time.
Jesus,
I put out of the palace
people.
December 15th. So we were just talking about Christmas. So are you coming? He's based in UAE. Are you coming to Lagos for Christmas or Abuja? Lagos or Abuja? Oh, Lagos first. Oh, okay, so we should meet up. He's not the first friend that I have that I've chatted to on WhatsApp that I've introduced to Oluo. I have another friend based in Turkey that he came to meet us in Lagos. And I had the same conversation with him. Oh, you know, you're my friend. I always love you. Can I come and meet you guys in Lagos? And he came and met us in Lagos. Now this one, she has a boyfriend. And da 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 da. So when he saw the message, he started beating me.
Oh, beat you?
Beat me up so bad. This was the last beating that I just said, you know what, forget it. Because he was beating me for 4 years. And
Beating you for 4 years, man. How did you escape it?
You just...
Have you ever fainted?
You know, the first time, I won't even elaborate. I don't want to...
No, you have to tell us because we have to know, and your rights must be very protected.
You know what?
Your Highness.
It's very embarrassing for me because a lot of people look at me, they look at my pictures. Oh, she's so lovely, she's so beautiful, she's so lucky. I met a little girl in Lagos one day with her parents, and the little girl said to me, when I grow up, I want to be Olori, I want to be queen like you. And I said, no. I said, no, you don't want to be don't aspire to be a man's wife. Go to school. What do you like to do in school? I want to be a teacher. Then be a teacher. A married person that you love. If he becomes king, he becomes king. If he's your...
Look at this beautiful girl. See how beautiful is this girl. Why this man want to turn his head down? You know, this is Shining Light TV station, London. See how beautiful and calm. But that is what I'm telling you people. You know, because they have brainwashed you and everything that is coming out of their mouth is lie. When I keep on, I'm going to talk more about you, you know. Thank God I was doing this Chidinma and Michael, your own surface, you know, because I'm going to put you on JAJA of Opobo, a king, a slave who become a king. I'm going to talk more about you because they abuse you. What they did, they used, because you're an international girl, you know, somebody who was born in Toronto, you don't know their left and right. Look at how calm you are. Look at in this picture how beautiful you are. The man is Jaguda, you know, he's Jaguda. Let's get on with the documentary. I'm going to talk more about you. This is the thing I'm talking about King JAJA of Opobo, you know. So I'm going to talk more about you on King JAJA of Opobo, you know, like people who want to be queen. Don't go. That is why I used to tell them that guy who said that he want to marry Ooni of Ife. I thank God that your own will be open their eyes, you know. They're all liars. All these Nigerian men born in Nigeria, I keep on hammering it. They're all liars. Look at what you went through. If you stay in Toronto and marry somebody who do 9 to 5 and buy your house, live a good life, look at this trauma. This trauma you have gone into will follow you the rest of your life. And it mess your life up, you know. So I'm going to be talking more about you, you know. They don't know what is love. And they're full in rituals. So let's get on with it anyway.
Destiny is your destiny, but don't say you want to marry a king. It's not easy. It's not something I want to. All you girls that you want to be Olori. If you marry a king, you know there's kings that I shouldn't even say that. Let me retract my steps, because being Olori is great when you are married to a someone who's mature, someone who's classy, someone who's elegant, someone who doesn't behave like a rapscallion. You understand? You know there's kings that are very well respected and well dignified. And I'm sure their queens are enjoying. You understand? There's kings. We just watched a popular Lagos monarch take a second wife. Did he now kick his wife and his princesses out?
No.
And say, she tried to kill me so he can marry somebody else? No, because I'm not Nigerian, because I'm not Yoruba. My mom is not Yoruba. I'm not, so my rights are taken away from me. Will any other king in Yoruba land tell the wife and the crown prince to leave the palace because you've seen somebody else you want to marry? You understand?
Your Highness, sorry to I cut in. One of the allegations we've heard from sources when we're investigating is that they said because he wanted to take a new wife from the north. We're still coming to the issue of beating because I wanted to expatiate on that. They said because he wanted to marry a new queen from the northern part, you know, he called himself Emir, and that was why you got angry with him, that you started giving him, nagging him, and you didn't want him to marry actually. Is that true?
I will say this. he's very obsessed with anything with the North. There's one time he said to me that the North is what controls Nigeria. The Nigeria as a whole is controlled by the North. So even me, I've watched him do everything that he can to align himself. As far as him wanting to marry a princess from the North, I know that he wants to marry into a wealthy Northern family. Basically, it's about keeping up with his mates. I don't want to say this but it is what it is. He's a popular monarch married into a well-known, respected Northern family, and he wants to do the same. That's just what it is. What it is. And
but I know, a lot of people believe that popular monarch you talk about is also his friend that maybe he was trying to copy.
Even we won't talk about, but that's just everything with this with Oluo. He wants to keep up with his mates. He named his son Odudua. So are you trying to say you're Baba Odudua? Who is the top Yoruba monarch of Ile Odudua? Who is that?
That's your JAJA too.
So are you trying to say you named your son Odudua, so you're trying to say you're Baba Odudua? Even His Imperial Majesty that you just mentioned does not refer to himself as Baba Odudua.
That's the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyogun.
His Imperial Majesty. Does he refer to himself as Baba Odudua?
No, Your Highness, no, man.
I rest my case. There's things that there's a method behind the madness.
But were you angry that you wanted to take another wife?
I was, of course. Who's gonna not be upset about it? I was upset about it, but at the same time, because it's not what I signed up for. When I met you, you said you weren't interested in these things. But this is somebody that is controlled by money, popularity, and power. You want to be popular by all means. You name your son Odudua, you put this crown on a woman's head that Oluo was gone with his own mouth to say that.
I was coming to that, really. I was coming.
Let's put that. But you name your son Odudua, just to poke at another monarch. You brought all the princes from your town of Iwo to now say a prince in Iwo can now be Oni of Ife, to poke at another monarch. You understand? The princes of Iwo should focus on the royal stool of Iwo. I'm not trying to disrespect any of the princes of Iwo. I love Iwo. My son is from Iwo. But let's call a spade a spade. Focus on your own kingdom and let the other monarch focus on his own. Why will you now go into this monarch's territory, fill up a whole bus, and drive into Ife to the ruling house to now? Nobody in the nobody's. Why are you rewriting this? It's not my business, but it's my business because my son is a crown prince. But it's not my business. But it's my business because when he does these crazy things, Olori, talk to him. If I talk to you, then he will be beating me. Yeah. So what should I do? You understand? The fact of him wanting to marry another wife, again, he wants to poke at, you did this, I can do it too, at the sake of your family. You understand? And it's like, to me, a lot of people are like, but he's abandoned 8 other children, so why do you think he's not going to abandon yours? When I met him, I didn't know that he abandoned 8 other children because Oluo was not honest. So I need to put that out there because people will be like, but he abandoned the other 8, so why will you think your own is special? I thought my own is special because he's a crowned prince born on his father's throne, and according to Yoruba culture, that's a big deal. Correct me if I'm not a historian.
No, you are trying. Yeah, yes, even from the Egyptian culture in the olden days, Egypt, one of the biggest and the most respected civilization. Any child that is born on the throne is synonymous to reality.
Yes,
it's going to take over.
So I really thought that, okay, let me give this man the benefit of the doubt. We all, as women, I will say this, we all believe the lies when our heart is hungry. My heart was hungry. He said he loved me and I believed him. You understand? So when he told me that my child would be different, and now he's abandoned me and my child, 5 months, no money, no food, no shelter. He provided a Air Ethiopia ticket for us to go back to Canada. Where do you want us to go back to Canada to? You don't have a house in Canada to put us. I have all our hotel bills, all our Uber bills. We don't live anywhere in Canada. We go to Canada once a year. We don't live anywhere. We don't stay anywhere. You don't have anything. So where were you shipping us Air Ethiopia economy to go? He posted this on his Instagram and then tagged Instablog, tagged Linda Akeji, tagged Gist Lover, a whole first class king. Why are you posting these things and then tagging blogs? Because you want to trend. You are using bad news to trend. When I say these things to him, yeah, but news is news.
That's what he says.
Yeah, news is news. I even begged him. It was January 15th. I will never forget this day. I went into his DM in Instagram because I had to change my number from him.
Okay.
Because he was calling me and harassing me. That why are you still in Nigeria? Nobody is going to want you. Nobody wants Olori. I'm the biggest thing that's ever happened to you. You will never meet anybody bigger than me. Your life is over. Just go back to Canada and you don't need to say anything and you don't need to. And I was like, please, you know. And then he used my SIM. He
You use your SIM card. No, say, Olori, Your Highness, you have to say it, ma. Please, please. We are learning.
I had to throw my SIM card away because he set immigration on me and my son.
Again?
He called immigration and told them that I'm here illegally, that I'm not his wife, and the document that I'm using, I'm not his wife, so I need to leave Nigeria.
So he wanted you out by all means.
Wanted me out by all means because I know a lot of things. You understand? He came to my hotel. I didn't tell one person where I was staying. I was staying at Radisson Blu. It was an engineer from Abuja. When he put me and my son on a bus and sent us out of the palace, an engineer from Abuja, God bless his soul, I won't call his name because he's well respected. Well respected. He now intervened and called the bus driver and said, please bring her and the baby to Radisson Blu. Let them cool off for 2 days. And that's how we ended up there. And that is when he put out the statements, oh, don't do business with her. She's no longer a queen. Nobody should grant her respect towards this office. Nobody should do this. So you're telling people it's okay to disrespect her. Disrespect her. Don't do business with her. Don't help her. What kind of an evil man are you? And I have a son. And I didn't do anything to you. What you're accusing me of, I didn't do. Because when he kicked me out the palace now, all his friends, all these popular monarchs, all his dignitary friends, what happened? We saw the news. What happened? Oh, she was texting her boyfriend. And, okay, and what else? Oh, and she tried to kill me. Oh, and she's evil. You understand?
He's a madman, very mad.
Tell the people the truth about what happened. You saw a text message. Somebody said they love me, and I didn't correct them. That was what happened. My friend said, I love you. Just try to be happy. You're always a smiling person. Your pictures look sad. I'm coming to Nigeria for Christmas. I asked him, are you going to be in Lagos or Abuja? Then he went and, oh, look, she wants to meet up with him in Lagos and Abuja. We have 10 armed police that live with us. I never went anywhere alone. If I go to ShopRite or Palms Mall and I need to use toilet, police will wait outside the door for me. So it is not possible.
Highly tailored.
Yeah. So, this is why I wouldn't have never said anything if Oluo did the right thing. Okay, I don't want to be with you anymore. Here's a house for you and the baby. Here's some money. I will still take care of my responsibility or whatever. Then I won't come out here and be like, oh, this. But you're lying. And you're telling people that you caught me on top of a man. I tried to kill you so that you have reason not to take care of your son and not like you've done with the other wife. And
let me come into it. Don't bother, Olori, because you are not a Nigerian. We that was born in Nigeria, we know them. Everything, they only brainwash you. Everything that man told you when you are in Canada is just because you're a Canadian. Just he wants to be bossing. After all, my wife is not a Nigeria, because one, all of them, Obasanjo, all of them, they know the right thing. They will not call him to talk to him because even from international wise, his character is unbearable. Because every time he wants to compete with Oni of Ife, and this is no competition. As a TV presenter, Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide, I watch the TV. I do a lot of documentary. When he was showing us a documentary about the bird, how the bird get to Iwo, all his documentary is to challenge Oni of Ife. No, Oduduwa Kingdom is the typical what is Yoruba. You cannot compare Oni of Ife. And Oni of Ife knows that Oduduwa Kingdom is not something that you can mess about. Like people that came from the whole place, settled in Lagos, Oduduwa Kingdom still protect us, Your husband is something else. And let me tell you, it's a pity that you believe them. All the man that was born in Nigeria, they are liars. They are liars, but let me tell you, maybe glory of God can be unto 1%. They lie too much. I've been talking about this. I'm going to put it on. Thank God I'm doing a documentary of JAJA of Opobo, a king, Opobo Kingdom, and this is Crazy Asian, Crazy Asian about love. That is why I'm scaring. We're going to talk more about you. You are an international woman already because you don't know the culture. Your son is the king. He cannot deprive your son from his rights. And if you are married to him, if you people married legally, you are still Olori because you are the official of the Olori. He can acquire 100 Olori. I'm going to be talking about you anyway. I just want to sit down and listen and finish finish what they are talking. Because today I was doing Chidimma and Michael documentary. Why Chidimma kill? We're going to be putting you on this documentary of JAJA of Opobo because your husband is always want to compete with Oni of Ife, and Tinubu old is to destroy Oduduwa Kingdom. Everybody know it. We know it.
You've done with this woman that helped you. You said that she tried to kill you. You went to Eregbeshola to mock this woman you are very wicked. I need to say my part because it's going around to all these people and I don't have contact for them. What about, you asked me, what about all these dignitaries? You were meeting with them, dining.
No, sorry.
No one has looked back and said, oh, Lori, how are you and your baby? Are you guys okay? Where are you staying? No, but it's only the same popular Lagos monarch. I was granted access to talk with him. January, and then there's another great imperial monarch that offered a great help to me and my baby. My son wasn't in school. My son is 3 years old. He's gonna be 4 this year. My son never ever went to school.
How?
My son went to Bowen Primary Crèche for 2 days, and Oluwo removed that baby from school. 3 years old. My son only went to school for 2 days. My son's greatest dream in life is to go to school, and it was this monarch. An imperial monarch, not Lagos monarch, don't get it twisted, that put my son in school. My son attends one of the most best schools here in Lagos. My son, since we left the palace, I will say my son's dream has been fulfilled to get an education. And this monarch, I will not even say his name because we all know Oluo. He's sleeping with my wife. Oh, she's sleeping with him. Nobody wants Oluo's problem. That's why you will say now, what happened to all those people you used to...
Yes, I want to ask you that, what is their role? Because I was coming there really, and one of the questions we sent your PA is, I think if you see the question, is that what is the role of his big friends? And I think your PA was saying you won't want to talk about it, but I want to beg you now, Your Highness, that you should talk about it. The roles of people. There is one that you went to his house that has so much car, Rolls Royce, and you dine and wine with his family, and the Oluwo was even going near the car, and he was saying, I am Bambi, and he was saying all sort of things, and there are a lot of other ones that powerful friends, senators, I mean, even one is even the deputy president of this country. A lot of them he used their name to tangle and bangle. How did they react to you? Because you are the only.
I haven't heard from any of them.
That is Nigeria for you.
Many of them.
Maybe you are not saying the truth, Your Highness. With total honor. Are you serious, Your Highness? I can't believe it.
I haven't heard from any of them, but at the same time, Masabe, I will say this in front of the world. You cannot blame them. You know, he's gone to destroy me. He said that I was a prostitute. He doesn't know me from before. He slept with me on the first night. Tell the people that this is why I have to just put embarrassments to the side and tell the world my story, because these people that you're asking of, all these top people, no one has reached out to me. No one has even said, how are you and your baby eating?
But did you reach out? You try to reach out to some of them to tell them your own position? I mean, because the first thing that you need is care.
I was advised not to. Even the same one that you just mentioned, he recently went to their home, and I was advised, yeah, he just came here. He was just at the house of so and so, and the stuff that he said, just I advise you, just don't even. Anybody that Oluo talks to, you know, there's a one high dignitary person that I will use God. It's a couple. They have a great title in Yoruba land. A very high title. I don't want to say their name. But
Never, don't say their name. Never you say their name.
Me, you know, anybody, the Oluos called them to say great degrading thing about it. They said, oh, Olori, don't look for anybody to help you, because anybody who Oluo talks to about your issue, they won't look your side. And because of our culture, he's a king. And Oluo told me himself, he used to, when I left Palace, he was like, no one, you can go to media and say what you want to say. No one's going to believe you. I'm a king. I'm a king. Do you know
He's
what
a mad king.
It means I have the final say. No one's going to, that's how he talks. So I was just, and that's why I didn't say anything for a long time, because I was like, I'm not from here. I'm not. And then since the day he put me out the palace, is a whole army of women that I don't even know. I never seen them in my life, that have just started attacking me, sending me messages, attacking me on social media.
Because they want him.
You're a prostitute, you're a bitch, you're
Imagine.
this, and you took all his money. I never saw, for the whole 4 years I was in Iwo, I've never seen you. So what do you know about what happened in our home? What do you know? I call them Oluo agents, because they're just agents of destruction. You will now be online talking about me. I ate all this man's money. I'm a whore. I'm this. Where do you know me from? I've never been in the news a day in my life. In Toronto, they don't know me as what Oluo is describing me as. So
you don't even have your background story.
do you know what I'm saying? So, and
You don't have your family history.
I don't know anybody in Africa. So what do you know about me? You people that are harassing me online and sending me all these threats from Oluo, you people have probably never even been to Ibadan or even been to VI, much less you've never been to Canada. So what do you know about me to say that, oh, I was this, I was that? They're going off of what Oluo told them, because it's a king. Kabesi, oh, she's bad. And she tried to kill me. Oh, God will punish her. And she's wicked. Oh, God punish her. So I have a million people saying God punish me for something that I did not do. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Highness, ma'am.
There was no poison. Even for me to leave the palace, there was no story. I learned about the story of the poison when the whole public learned about it. I found out with you guys. I found out with you.
On the blogs.
Yeah, on blogs. I was like, what? And I called him. I went and bought a SIM card, and I called him, and he has way. It's not now. He will say, "Oh, you see, she changed her number. I have no contact with." He comes in my DM. You can come in my DM and you can talk to me. There's no. He does not have any contact for me. He has contact for me. But my SIM card, I don't give him my phone number because he can use that to find my location. That is how the immigration found my location. I will go into the immigration issue. He wanted us out of Nigeria. He did a petition with the immigration of Nigeria to get us out of Nigeria.
To push you out.
I had to seek legal representation. I had to get a lawyer.
How were you able to escape that trauma?
I had to get a lawyer. I had to seek legal counsel because I didn't know what to do. Immigration was buying plane tickets for me and my son to go to Abuja. Do you know immigration to purchase your plane ticket to go to Abuja on Christmas Eve?
Oh,
to
wow.
go and meet the head of immigration on Christmas Eve. I was advised
On a holiday.
on a holiday. People were starting to tell me, if you go to Abuja, you will never come back with your son. That's when I started looking around for different lawyers. I need help. I don't know what's going on, and I'm scared. When my lawyer got down to the bottom of it, Mrs. Falana and Mr. Femi Falana, Falana family, they stood by me through this.
Great barrister Femi Falana is a very great lawyer.
His wife, I approached his wife.
That's a very wonderful woman.
Yes, I approached his wife. I showed her all the scars on my body from when he beat me. I showed her a lot of
What?
things that I had. This is the person. I showed her a lot of
Hey,
things,
Jesus.
and they agreed to help me. They agreed to help. Me and my son had nothing.
Oh,
We
Jesus.
had nothing.
This
And
lady
they
went
just
through
helped
a
me
lot.
from just the
Don't
goodness
worry,
of
the
their
whole
heart.
world will hear your story.
You know, and when
He
they
did
got
it
down to the
because you are
bottom
in
of it,
Nigeria.
the head
We're
of
going to
immigration
take it
literally
across the
said,
pond.
The Oluo called us and filed a petition, and that's why we went to go and see her, because the Oluo. So he's the one. Why are you filing a petition with immigration? What did I do? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And I wasn't going to media at that time. This is in December. This is 2 days after he put me out of the palace.
So he wanted you pushed out of the palace and thrown into Toronto, Canada.
But to nowhere. We don't have a house. We don't have a car. Everybody is mocking me. Oh, Oluo, he has G-Wagon and he has yellow Lamborghini. You know that yellow Lamborghini that he stood up in front, he's taking pictures in this yellow Lamborghini. That Lamborghini, the public, you need to know this. That Lamborghini belongs to a great Professor Odidi in Toronto. He's a millionaire. He's a great he came to pick us up, and he used this G-Wagon to pick us up that day. And Oluo took a picture in the front of the jet and said, when I'm in Canada, I drive myself. And this, you know, Oluo, why are you doing this? It's packaging. It's packaging. That is packaging. What is packaging? What does packaging mean? Don't.
Now, wow.
Now, when you go on YouTube, he used this picture of this yellow Lamborghini now to put this YouTube list together of there's a few
Richest king in Europe.
the richest kings. So now number 6 on the list is Oluo of Iwo Land, richest king in Nigeria, and he has yellow Lamborghini valued at $1 billion. That's not your car. You don't have anything. You don't have anything.
Oh my God.
So where are you sending us to? All of the senators, all of the honorables, all of you women that he's flirting with, all this one that is, I won't call names. You all know who you are. Let me just say, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Me, I feel so embarrassed. I feel like an idiot that I stood beside a broke man for 4 years because of love and because of family. And now you're trying to paint me as a gold digger that I spent all I'm in bankruptcy now because I spent everything on her. You spent everything on me. What do I have to show? Do I have a car? Is there an official Olori vehicle?
No, Your Highness.
Do I have a business?
No, Your Highness.
Okay, because there's no business. I beg to have a business. He said, oh, Lori's don't work. Does Oni's wife work? Does so-and-so's wife work? Can I have it? Please, I need to make my own money because you don't give me anything. I need to make my own money. I wasn't allowed to have a business because if I have a business, then I would be financially independent. Where if he's cheating on me and beating me, I would be free to leave at any time. So you want to keep me dependent on you. It's a mental manipulation.
So that you can just deal with you anyhow.
Anyhow. So I wasn't allowed to have a business. All of you women that are saying that I ate the Oba's food, I ate all